After 20 years of active addiction, I really forgot who I genuinely was as a person. I was 23 when I picked up heroin, and I was around 19 when I picked up coke for the first time. So who I was, that was 20 years ago, over 20 years ago. I had a lot of friends. I thought that I was extroverted because I loved being around people. I didn't shy away from social environments. And you know how it is with addiction. Whatever substance or drug you begin using, usually you end up using it at the end of the road, completely alone and miserable. Coke, even though it started as a big party and everybody was doing it, it ended with me alone, shooting and smoking it, and miserable. And then heroin is just really not so much of a social substance. So when I finally put everything down and walked away from everything and truly started healing myself and learning who the fuck I am, I thought there was something wrong with me because I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to socialize. All I want to do is stay in my house. Social anxiety to the max. Like sometimes I would get dressed and just stand at my door and wait till everybody was off the street before leaving. Or I just wouldn't go out because I was consumed with anxiety. I would beat myself up and be like, what is wrong with me? Why do I not want to go out? And it wasn't until I just genuinely began accepting and being like, oh, well, you know what? I'm just an introvert. There's nothing fucking wrong with me. It was such a relief when I just started to accept the fact that I love being alone. I am technically alone. I'm not surrounded by humans, but I am never ever fucking lonely. In this journey of mine, I have built a connection with everything around me, and I'm never fucking lonely. This is a huge learning experience, especially if you've been in active addiction for an extended period of time like I was. 20 years is a fucking lifetime. I lived a whole life in addiction. So don't be hard on yourself if you're in this journey and you're realizing things that you didn't think match the description of whatever you had painted in your brain of who you thought you were. Does that even make sense? And I realized I love to cook. Who would have thought I fucking love to cook? That was a surprise. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself the grace and the space to be whoever the fuck you were meant to be. I remember 5 years ago, when I was still living in chaos and not necessarily healing yet, but I wasn't using either, I was so taken aback by how little people cared about what I was going through because I was surrounded by fake people and I was surrounded by people who I didn't even know, who weren't my friends. I'm so grateful that everything unfolded the way it did because I truly believe that everything is supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. Everything happens for a reason and you are where you are for a reason. Don't fucking fight it. So if you're in this journey and you're struggling and you're wondering who the fuck you are, trust me, it will unfold exactly how it's supposed to. And you're gonna come out on the other end the best, absolute best version of yourself. I promise. Okay, that's all.